Let's bring in Associate Editor at The Australian, Lloyd. You know, we could talk all night about the Smart Energy Council. It's not that smart. And if you look into it, and I'm writing about this in your paper tomorrow, I mean, it is an organisation full of lefty climate activists. But if you look at the big claim it made in relation to the nuclear policy of the coalition, which is everywhere in Labor's campaign material, it just doesn't stack up.
That's right. Good evening, Peter. This is a marriage of the extreme advocates for net zero and the money that's behind it. And they are responsible for the $600 billion figure that's being weaponised by Labor. They put out a single report saying, well, they've done a bit of research and the cost is anywhere between $115 billion that the CSIRO says, and their estimate of $600 billion, which is if everything goes wrong, and it's the first time it's ever been done. So they lent on the $600 billion figure when they released the report, and it's been hammered by the government ever since. You drill down into it, it's a very rubbery figure, and it certainly doesn't present anything credible at all.
And you look at their funding source, Graham. I mean, to become a member of the Smart Energy Council, it costs upwards of $50,000. So they're raking in the money. And Sarah Ison's terrific work today in The Australian reveals that some of the money coming in is from a whole lot of Chinese manufacturers for solar and wind. Well, no wonder they want to support our climate push here in Australia, because they're making billions from us. But if you look into where they get the labour to make all the stuff that's going to be peppering around our beautiful coastline and in our national parks, it comes from Uyghur forced labour, so slave camps. I mean, surely this has got to then end any chance this organisation can hold charitable status.
Yes, it is quite outrageous. It's sort of well known that the whole renewable energy business, whether it's the magnets for wind turbines or solar panels or other things, it relies very heavily on exploiting the world's poorest and most disadvantaged people. In China, that exploitation is at Uyghurs at the point of a gun. But that hasn't stopped the companies sort of importing their materials, or in the case of the Smart Energy Council, taking their money to give them an entree into the political system here and further their market in this place. So it's highly immoral on every front, and it's something that should be called out, whether it's the destruction of the rainforests up in Indonesia for nickel, or the young African children that have to go and find cobalt and other things. There is a very, very high environmental price that's paid for what's being promised as a utopian future.
And none of it's renewable. None of it is renewable.